Perhaps I should feel some twinge of guilt at all I have done, but I've had little time for scruples. It was once an honor to be entombed within these ancient catacombs, but centuries have passed, and now only the brave or foolhardy walk these tunnels. Perhaps I'm the last living soul here, although I'm far from alone. This is not my story, although I am the architect of what transpires. A conspirator in the ruination that threatens the heretic kingdoms, and the most unlikely of alliances that might yet save us all. And Mas Inca Sera Til Barana.
Thou summons me. What is thy pact?
I seek only that we shall both survive.
Thou hast a liar's tongue, and cannot be trusted.
I do not ask you to trust me, nor should you. I would betray you without hesitation, if I deemed it necessary. But we are fortunate, you and I. We have the same enemies. Our only hope lies in partnership, which is precisely why I have summoned you here, demon. You were summoned without a pact, so whichever soul you devour will now bind you to a path beyond anyone's control. Choose wisely, demon. Calig. They called him the Bandit King. A warrior and a mercenary. He led the Guild of Steel in Poe. Sadly for Calig, he trusted his own son a little more than he could afford. Some called him a barbarian, but few lived who did so. Choose Calig if you wish the might and fortitude of a great warrior. Jaska, the Wild Boar. A great hero in our native land of Corwin. He fell in battle over a decade ago in the accession wars against the wolf tribes of Temuria. A hunter, a loner, and an unparalleled archer. He also dabbled in the skills of an undead slaver. Choose Jaska if you wish the mobility and deadly aim of one of the greatest archers I have ever known. Evia, the Daughter of Fire, a princess of the Imperial Garulian Empire. She would have been God Empress if she had not rebelled. She died on the Reliquary Crusade 3 centuries ago. I don't know how. A mage with incredible potential. She had not only harnessed the elemental power of flame, but also learned the mysterious ways of the Sand Mage. Choose Evia if you wish to harness the arcane powers of a mage. Calig. Sir, some choose Calig. If...
My own son a traitor. Nemec, I shall have my vengeance.
I require thy soul. Thou hast no further need of it. That soul is mine now.
The agony is unbearable! Curse you, demon!
Very well, the die is cast.
I live?
In a sense, you and the demon are one now. In truth, I do not know what that will mean.
Thy soul is mine to command.
You overrate your powers, demon, and underestimate Calig's. Your fate and his are now bound together, as is my own. Now make haste to the city of Thol that lies above this crypt. A cenotaph can transport you there. Our fates are bound together, demon. Either we shall find a way to survive together, or we shall both surely perish.
Thou threatens me?
No. Something far more dangerous than I threatens us all. Join me in the Tholian Arcanum as soon as you can. We have much to discuss.
Thou art already dead.
This challenge needs a stronger warrior. Is this a joke? What have you done to me, demon?
Thou art returned from death to do my bidding.
No demon commands me.
Thou art mistaken. has disappointed me. A step closer to my final form! Thou shalt know despair.
You do need to get stronger. This one's mine. Leave him to me.
shalt face me now! This must be the cenotaph the hooded man spoke of. Its power breaches shadow. There is much I might do here. This cenotaph is erected upon the graves of many dead mortals. It shall be easy to gate-weave back to this place, should I find another such monument. And I sense a gate here already. The hooded man's work, mayhap. It must be the way out he mentioned. Of this place.
Do not order me, demon. You're in my town now, Thole, the city of outcasts. We must find my son. I have unfinished business with Nemec.
More! More! Pathetic! I shall handle this myself.
Perched atop an ancient stone plateau, amidst the red sands of the Outlands, lies the city of Thole. Centuries ago, it was a major garrison for the Gerulian Empire, and there may even have been a settlement prior to this era. These days, Thole is a city of thieves and outcasts. Fugitives of all kinds come here to avoid complications in neighboring nations. Not everyone in Thole has a price upon his head, but no one who dwells here is innocent. The Guild of Steel like to call themselves mercenaries, protecting the few caravans that ply their trade across the desert. Yet those that do not pay for their protection find the Guild equally adept at brigandage. The Guild of Silk call themselves merchants and do indeed sell all manner of goods and trinkets, though it is best not to ask them from whence they came. A vast stone gate is all that remains of the barbican that once defended these walls. Now, it guards the city of Thole once more from the horde of nomads that besiege it. For 3 years, I have been hiding here amid the detritus of the heretic kingdoms. But it is only a matter of time before my former allies locate me, and I am running out of places to hide.
My hometown. I'll do the talking here. I do not need yours or anyone else's permission to return to my city, Duke.
Calic, I thought you were...
Dead? What can I say? I got better.
You should not have come back. Nemec commands the Guild of Steel now.
My son and I have much to discuss.
Do not bring fighting onto my streets, or there will be consequences. It is bad enough that we are besieged without civil war breaking out inside the walls.
We're under attack?
Aye. Nomads under the command of some Taimurian exile. But the city has stood for centuries, and it will not fall under my watch. I'll be keeping an eye on you, Calic.
What an honor.
Te-ma al-Ortas.
I'm coming, Nemec. Papa's home. You're going down!
Eldershad, try outside the main doors into the guild.
You looking to make a few coins? I had, I got close to a lady of the night, and I seem to have misplaced my ceremonial silk knife. If I don't get one before inspection, my superior will kill me. I'll pay 100 for one if you can get it for me. You should shop around, though. Some stalls are cheaper than others.
Follow this path and continue on up the stairs, and you'll find Adashad.
These bastards keep putting the price of food up.
Leave it to me. I'll finish what you started.
I've been here so long, I have sand in places I didn't know I had. If we don't get relief soon, I may be forced into prostitution. I'm worried what the nomads might do to my family.
Arashad, you scoundrel. Has no one in your employ managed to kill you yet?
Khalik, you rabid dog, they said you were dead. Faked your own death, eh? Didn't think you had it in you.
Some days, I surprise even myself.
How can I help?
Where is Nemec now? We have unfinished business.
He rarely leaves the Guild of Steel since seizing control from you. You must seek him there. But they will hardly let you in the front door.
Fine. What do you need me to get?
I didn't say anything.
Merchant, you think you're so clever. Just tell me what you need from the Guild of Steel and I'll get it for you.
Please, ask your questions.
Do you have any need for my skills?
I am in need of some assistance, actually. I've lost a few merchants to aphotic spider attacks at night. Nasty creatures. And recently hiding in every shadow, it seems. You have questions?
How fares your guild these days, Arashad?
Alas, 'tis a bad time to be a Tholian merchant. The city is surrounded by a horde of nomads, intent on sacking it. Terrible things lurk in the shadows of the catacombs. On the other hand, Guild of Silk profits are up this quarter. Nothing like a siege to drive up the price of food, huh? How can I help?
How long till Thol falls for want of food?
Hard to say, really. Possibly a year? If a sandstorm forces the nomads to retreat, even longer. Not to mention that the Intendant is an excellent gate weaver. He may have means to help us beyond even this. It's an inconvenience, but there are bigger dangers within the walls than without. What do you need?
How is the Duke faring as Intendant?
Better than I would like. He overthrew my father as Intendant. I had no love for my father, but he was bloodkin, you know? I do not trust the Duke, and not just because he's in the Order of the Veil. Everyone knows the Order is just the thin veneer of respectability the Inquisition uses to cloak its institutional corruption. Thol would be better off without him.
On that, we are of one mind, Arashad.
What do you need?
Aphotic spiders can hardly be a threat to me. What will you give me for slaying them?
I can pay you 50 for 10 spider carcasses. Search inside the burial grounds, southwest of the market. They seem to be infesting there in great numbers. How can I help?
What do you need from my guild house?
When he defeated my father and became Intendant, Darmok also took something. A sword, a family heirloom, you might say. It was given to my father by my grandfather, and to him by his father before him. Darmok gave it to the mercenaries as a gift, to secure his alliance with them. But the sword is mine by right of birth, and I want it back. Take this key. It will open the cellar to the Guild of Steel. The sword will be down there somewhere, I'm certain. Far too valuable as a bargaining chip for anyone to be wielding it. Find the sword and bring it back to me. I will pay you 200 in return. You will know it by the engraved pattern of 2 entwined serpents on the hilt and blade.
Returning your sword is a fair price for getting me back into my guild. Consider it done.
You have questions?
I hear that Rabath pays a high price for poultices and ingredients.
The siege will soon be over, I'm sure.
I hope the nomads clear off soon. Standing around all day is boring.
I hear the joke's a gate weaver. Perhaps he should weave us out of here. It's a terrible time to be a merchant. If the nomads don't get us, the aphotic spiders will. We've run out of bread to sell. It's not a good sign.
The siege will soon be over, I'm sure.
I'm worried what the nomads might do to my family.
Please, bring me the knife. I'd go myself, but I...
We may be besieged, but I won't tolerate any transgressions in my city.
This one's mine. Leave him to me. An Ishkai and a human skeleton. What happened here? Wonder who has a key for the Arcanum. Locked!
Thou shalt know despair.
Instead of hanging around here, why don't you go speak to Arishad? I don't have time to chat, but I bet Arishad does.
Please, bring me the knife.
Bring the fight to you! They sealed the cellar. The only way out is upstairs. Traitors! Death awaits you! Victory! Glory! a lot of blood. I think some of it might be mine.
Nemec!
Father, but you're dead.
I hear that a lot. Now we can do this the bloody way, or you can surrender now.
Darmok, my Duke!
Hold, Calig! This shall not be resolved like this in my city. Anmar al-Ortas.
Happy to kill you instead, Duke.
But that wouldn't help you now, would it? According to guild law, whomever bears the signet of steel is in command. And I don't see a ring on your finger, Calig. Now, if you should track down Nemec and reacquire the signet ring, well... Then I'd have no choice but to accept you as the leader of the Guild of Steel again. Until that happens, I suggest you busy yourself with other things.
It is unwise to vex me, Duke.
Take this key and go to the Arcanum to the northwest of the market. The mage there may help you scry Nemec's location, for I certainly will not.
This one's mine. Leave him to me.
Always good to see you, friend.
Tell me about the Sura mercenary who came to town.
He came through the gates, went to the hostel, and left. That's all I know, really. Oh, I was just glad to see him leave town, to be honest. Always good to see you, friend.
My weapons are the finest around, and unlike Morphew, I respect my patrons.
Tell me about the Sura mercenary who came to town.
No, I don't know anything about that.
You didn't seem to try very hard. Perhaps you need some help remembering.
I said I don't know anything. Now, if you aren't buying anything, be on your way. Best weapons in the Outlands are right here on my stall.
Instead of hanging around here, why don't you go speak to Arasad?
We're here. Where is my son?
I expected you sooner.
Thou art fortunate we came at all.
We? Already your captive soul changes you. It will be interesting to see how this develops.
Cut out your irritating asides, or I shall cut you to the gizzard.
Your understanding of human anatomy is flawed, but I take your point. My name is Krenz. Until recently, I was the High Sage of the Pentanera, the secret council behind the Inquisition, the most powerful institution in the heretic kingdoms. But you chose to betray us. Unfortunate timing. I can remedy this, but you must defend me for a moment. Ashiina Inkaha Ilbara Serat. Serat Inkaha. Ashiina Inkaha Ilbara Serat.
Do I have to do everything myself?
Ilbara Akaana. Ilbara Akaana. Seratinka.
Must not end here.
Ashiina Inkaha Ilbara Serat. Ashiina Inkaha Ilbara Serat. Ashmas Inkas Ilbara Serat. Seratinkaha. Seratinkaha. Ashiina Inkaha Ilbara Serat. Ashiina Inkaha Ilbara Serat. Ashmas Inkas Ilbara Serat.